Okay, class, welcome back to part 3, the final part of lab 4 for mapping a datum shift in ArcMap. And so right now we have all the information that we need on here, right? We have all the values here. We have the shape files behind that. We have everything that we need, but we just need to clean it up a little bit, okay? So that it's a little bit more visible, and it starts to look a lot more like the map that we saw earlier today. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Spatial Analyst Tools, and then we go to Surface, then we go to Contour, and in Contour here the input is going to be DLAT seconds. And then we're going to name this as lat, put this in the right place, lat shift. And we're going to save it as a feature class, and then the contour interval is going to be 0.2. Okay. Now this is taking a second, as you can see right here. But then look what we get here. Let's turn off some of these layers. Turn off these guys so we can see what we're working with here. So what you can see here is it basically for this lat, it just kind of gave us value for these and outlined them, and then showed us where we had those 0.2 changes in terms of latitude seconds. Okay. So this kind of makes it a little bit easier for us to see all this, okay? Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do that same thing. So let's go back up here again. Let's go to Contour again. And then this time we're going to input raster. We're going to use d-long seconds. And let's do this again. Let's do long shift. You can name it anything that you want. You just want to be able to name it something that you'll remember, okay? Save, and then we're going to do contour interval 0.2. Okay? So, let's see what we get here. We can close this out now. Now, if you can, let's just take all these off. So we just have those, okay? So we have all these values here. Now, this is starting to look pretty good and pretty close to what we want, but the issue here is it goes past the map, right? So all we want is we want to clip all the rest of this off. And before that, we also want to change the projection as well. So let's go to Properties, Predefine, Projected Coordinate System, World, and we're going to use the Miller for this one, the Miller cylindrical. Apply. Okay. May take a second. Okay, so here we go, and that makes it look a little bit more accurate. So, what we want to do next, and I just want to show you this up here first. And this is kind of cool because close out this program here. Okay, so this is just one way here. If you're trying to find a feature and you don't know where it is, you can just go here to search. Okay, and if you go to search right here, I'll just make it a little bit bigger so y'all can see it here. You go to search, and we're going to type in clip, okay, because what we want to do is to clip that in. So there's other ways of finding it, but I thought this would be another way to show y'all. Now, what we want here is to clip analysis, which it says extracts input features that overlay the clip features. Use this tool to cut out a piece of one feature using one or more of the features in another. Okay, so this is what we want here. So this is going to pop up, and in the clip menu we're going to put input, and let's do the what does it say first? Long shift first, right? So long shift first. Now, okay, we're going to use as the clip features is the states NAD right here. Okay. And then let's save this just as long clip. Okay. Let's save that right there and hit OK. I hit that twice. I don't think I need to do that again. Okay, let's see what happened here. Let's take these off here. Okay, so if you look right here, we have all of them, all of these lines of longitude, and they've all been clipped. Okay, so that's nice and neat right there. Now, let's do this now for the lat shift. Okay, so let's go to this again. Sorry. Let's go to this again. So we'll go to, I guess I'll go to search again. That's what we do. So search, and it's going to pop right back up. Clip analysis. So let's put in, this time, we're going to put in lat shift, then states NAD83, and then when we name this, let's name this long shift. Okay, so we have a lot of different things in here. Let's keep it, actually, sorry, long clip. Long clip, okay? That's where you gotta double check, and this is gonna go in as a feature class. So we're gonna, oops. Oh, maybe it could be because we already did that, and I want to do this actually as lat clip. That's why it's always good to double check this. Okay, lat clip. Let's go to save right here. It looks good right there. Everything's good. So that little box tells us we're ready to go. So we're going to close that. And then now, as you can see, we have what we want. Okay, so all we're going to have on right now are the states NAD83. We're going to have the lat clip and the long clip. Okay, everything else is no longer necessary. We've kind of clipped away and trimmed what we need. Okay, so all we need is this right here. Now, okay, one thing that I also want you to do is to go to the longitude values and make that blue. Okay, so let's make that a nice blue here. This is cool if you go over that. So let's do this, make this dark navy. Okay, and then the latitude lines, let's make those, so the, actually, sorry, I had those backwards, so let's go back to these longitude lines. Those need to be red. So let's go back here and let's make this into a Mars red. I like that. Oh, did this wrong again. We want the latitude to be red and longitude to be, okay, so let's go to this. Let's just leave that for now. Longitude, we're going to make the longitude here red. Okay, and then we're going to make the, the latitude are going to be red and the longitude are going to be blue. Okay, now that looks good. So we have this here, and then okay, so one thing we also want to do is we also want to, if I right click here on long clip, I want to make sure this is all labeled. Okay, so let's go to properties, and then we're going to go to labels and make this as contour. Apply. Okay, so we got that for long clip, and then all we got to do is just to go to click on label features, and it's going to show those a little bit more. And then let's do the same thing here for lat clip. So right click, go to properties, make sure that it's the label feature is contour, hit apply. Okay, and then they still don't show up, so we're going to go right here, make sure that label features is clicked on there. Okay, so that's good to go. Okay, so we're going to go, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to layout field right here. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like here. Right now we have a border So we're going to right click on this right here, go to properties. We don't want a border, so you go to frame and you take this off and make sure that's none. So it may or may not come with it, but we don't want a border. So apply and hit OK. Make sure that did that again. Properties, frame, border, none. Okay, and that should have taken it off. So also what I want to do here is I want to go to layout. So if you don't have that, you just go up to toolbars and go to layout right here. And what we're going to do here is change layout. We're going to go to this area right here, North American ANSI page sizes, and we're going to go to this letter ANSI A landscape mix and finish. Okay. Okay, class. And then so from here, what you need to do is you need to zoom in on the continental U.S. and then leave Alaska, and then you're just going to put this in here. And I want it to also look a little bit nicer, but I'm not going to give you any more hints on the rest of this. All of y'all know how to add the right thing, like the north arrow and your label and everything else. And if you want to use anything as a guide, your end map should look something like this right here. Except as you can see already, your lines right here are not going to be nearly as nice. These have been smoothed out, so it's not going to be as nice. But you can use this one here, this example, as a guide. Okay, but everything else you can do on your own. And when you're trying to get the map in the right space, be sure to use the zoom, the pan, and this right here to put it in place. It can be frustrating at first, but it'll just take you a second to kind of figure out what you want to do here. So you can move this over here, so you're totally taking it out, right? And then you can move this up and down here. You can zoom in a little bit in the right places, okay? So maybe something like that is what you want to do. But just find the right place and the right size. But that just may take some time. Okay? So after that, all you have to do is just go to export the PDF and send that in to Blackboard, and you are ready to go. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have an excellent day, and I will see everyone in class.